Well, good morning, everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and I'm just going to get going here. Running a little bit late, but good news is it's a good morning.
Council, P.O. Box 3260.
Let's try and get all this sorted out. All right, very good news in terms of the Battle of my Bulge. I dropped a pound this morning. So excited. Just by squeaked through, mind you. I think it was 0.8. But I don't care. It's a pound. I'm not going to worry about how close it is. But that made me think, wow, I had to work for that. I had plateaued all week. And I wanted to lose that pound. Now, the good news is I got the weekend coming, which gives me a different time span to be doing more exercise if I want to carry on eating at the rate that I'm doing, obviously. That's the trick. So if I want to eat the way I'm eating, I need to do exercise. If I want to eat less, I will lose weight without it. But I think it said if I carry on eating at the rate that I'm doing at the moment, I could be down another 5 pounds in 5 weeks, which is just amazing. So do I think I'll be able to keep it that? Probably not, but remember my goal is 1 pound a week. And we're into 2 weeks, and I'm already 6 pounds down. So you understand, I'm trying to keep, I'm trying to keep ahead of the game, so that my averages will be fine. You know, if obviously any minute now I'm going to do a family meal, and that's not going to fall within the parameters of my daily calorie count, I'm sure, and that's fine. That's why I need to do lots of exercise. So all sorts of other things have happened. In terms of being a doofus, I was talking about that yesterday, having lost that piece of paper. I still haven't found it. I spend the weekend trying to get a better look for it and pray for all the saints up there to please help me do that, because it's really quite important. I managed to get a call into Benji, or rather he called me. How did we do that? Yeah, he called me. Anyway, he called me, and just through one thing and another, we've decided to not meet up next weekend. And that's sort of sad for me, but then I will be going down for the 1 year Juliana's first birthday party. So that's good, and he very graciously invited me to stay with them, so that's very kind of them. Because I'm quite sure they're going to have... Okay, you can't believe what's going on here. There is a limo that decided to turn across the traffic, and not at the right time, just across the traffic. And then just stayed stuck there because the lights changed. People. As I've always said, there's only one thing that causes me stress. People not doing things my way. So, it's very exciting to go down. Now then, I just got to work out my options, find the piece of paper, or get a replacement in a hurry. I'm not sure if it's possible to get a replacement in a hurry, but that decision will have to be made this weekend. Especially as I don't have my passport yet. And they gave me enough trouble last time going through with my British passport. See, the thing is, I can just go across without a passport being a Canadian, but I haven't got the piece of paper to prove I'm Canadian. It makes sense. So frustrating. So frustrating. Anyway, it'll be what it'll be, and I'm just, not going to give it more time than it's worth. My bad. I'm sure I put this away very carefully. The only thing is I haven't the foggiest idea where. It wasn't in any of the normal places I put things. But you see, it was so important that I put it somewhere really special. Very bad thing to do. Very bad thing to do. Okay. So, other than that, it was a busy evening. I'm still having computer problems. I don't know what little gremlin got into my computer, but something did. And it's managed to attach itself in some way to my my video editing program. So that means I can't get anything on there. Now I can if I go to my old computer in the other room, but the problem is to do anything on that computer takes 6 hours. Which I want to tell you, I don't have a lot of patience for that. I'm used to getting a video up and edited and online sort of within an hour. And I don't want to be going that step backwards to take 6 hours. So, if you noticed on yesterday's video, and maybe on tonight's one as well, what I did was I just uploaded straight from my camera into YouTube. Didn't worry about the front end and back end so much, just literally uploaded and let's go. Yeah, because I reckon that you guys would rather have the video than the fancy front and back. And that'll do. You guys know me well enough to know that if I'm not doing what I'm normally doing, there's a good reason for it. And it isn't that I don't care, it's that I am doing the best I can with the equipment I've got at the moment. It probably means that I have got to scrub my computer completely again, and that of course is an absolute pain. I have taken the first step of that and transferred everything over to another hard drive, external one. And so what I need to do is to just get everything cleaned and the base Windows operating system back in again, and then slowly reinstall the programs. Now, I don't have to tell you how much time that's going to take, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So I'm pretty sure that sometime over the weekend I'll get a chance to talk to Glenn and just find out how I do that. The earliest restore point I could get was back to November, and that didn't work. Actually, I lie. That's absolute BS. The earliest restore point I could find was actually this month, earlier this month, for some reason. So that's why I need Glenn, just to be able to find out which restore point so I can go back to. I don't know if you understand that, but basically, so many people have had so much problem with computers crashing over the years that they now have a failsafe in there, which is that every now and then it puts in a marker, if you like. It puts in a little tab and it goes, okay, fine, your computer was running fine to here. So that if you have a crash or something attaches itself, as has happened to mine, past there, you can go back to that previous point and pick up all the settings that were there. And which is very clever if it works. And that's what I'm hoping that we can do. If not, we scrub the whole thing, reinstall, and be grateful for the fact that we have the technology we have, regardless of how much time I will waste doing that. It's a beautiful day. 14 degrees, I think it's 54, no, 57. 14 degrees Canadian, 57 American. It's just hazy. And I say hazy, there's a very light cloud cover, but it's solid. And you can feel the sun trying to burn through, which is quite funny considering I'm wearing cords and winter shoes today. I noticed that everybody at the office is slowly fighting their way against getting out of summer clothes. We're all doing the same thing, which is we don't want to give up our summer clothes yet. You know, as long as we can still warm enough for us to wear summer clothes, summer's still here, right? But I must admit, these mornings are a little chilly now. So it's getting more and more difficult to do that. And this morning I got up and I thought, nah, I don't think so. I think I'm going to wear I'm even wearing hose today, which is the first time. But it really was. It was one of those sort of mornings. And the very, very sad news is, and I've got to say this, the very sad news is that my Canucks did not do well last night. For those of you who know that I'm a hockey fan. I don't want to discuss it too much, but just to let you know that it is sad. I'm only hoping that this is just a momentary thing while they're ironing out all the little kinks in their system, and that once we get to the regular season they will be playing better. They could only be playing better, let's put it that way. Yeah, we got one of the top goaltenders in the league, and he let in 4 shots. Yep. And 3 of them like in the first goodness knows how many minutes. Very sad. Demoralizing, to put it mildly. Anyway, such is life, and that's part of being a sports fan. The team doesn't always do as well as you would hope they will. Alright, now then, in terms of this weekend, a couple of things. First of all, below this video, in the notes section, there is a link to Dr. Gallen. And for those of you who missed the flight to the space station last weekend, on Saturday, Glenn, otherwise known as Dr. Gallen, is flying us to the moon. And I've just clean forgot to check what time, so I will pick that up tonight. But if you really just go to the link that's below, it's a Vaughan Live TV, vaughanlive.tv//Dr. Gallen with no period, just DRGULLEN. The time will be there. And I'm sure we'll be talking about it over the course of the next couple of days anyway. So just pick that up. That's going to be, pretty sure, on Saturday afternoon, because he normally tries not to clash with my broadcast, so the chances are it may well be sort of 3 o'clock again on Saturday, but I will confirm that as soon as I find out. I'm probably going to be doing a broadcast tonight, which you won't know about because I will have done it already by the time you see this. I don't know, it feels like it's time for a broadcast somehow. So I'm going to pop one in tonight. And then, of course, I will do the 2 on Thursday. What am I talking about? Today's Thursday. The 2 on Friday. One on Tiny Chat and one, actually the first one on Vaughan and the second one on Tiny Chat. And on Saturday I do one in the evening, and then Sunday we do a sort of mid-afternoon one. So hopefully those times will suit all of you at some time. I don't expect you all to be at the same time, so that's why I try and spread them out at different times for different countries and different needs. And I think that's about it for today. I've one more thing I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was, so if I remember, I'll turn the camera back on again. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you this weekend for those who come across for the broadcasts. It's always interesting to see you there, and it's really been great fun to see all the new people that are beginning to come in because of the switch of channels. That's always very rewarding. So I'd like to thank you all for your support and your time, because I know your time is limited, and yet you choose to share it with me, and I think that is wonderful, and I truly do appreciate it. This is Dear Mama Sal saying thanks for watching, and bye for now.